Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear friends, as we became a disciple of Supreme Buddha, and as we are following the path taught by him, we need development. As in every way in our life, we want something, increasement, development, the growth should be there. So in the Dhamma also, we should have this growth. We can look at, like the person who goes to the office, his wage is how much. Every yearly, he hopes there should be increasement. Different benefits should be attached there. And he should live the comfortable life. So this is the way that we expect in the Dhamma also, this expectation should be there. In Dhamma also, we must seek the growth. But what are the reasons, the Supreme Buddha says, what are the reasons that this person does not get development in the Dhamma life, does not give increasement in this life, does not fulfill the path why he should, because of what he has come to Supreme Buddha's refuge, So 7 things Supreme Buddha has mentioned, that if any person is practicing these 7 things in his life, then the person will not get development in the Dhamma. This person won't get increasement, the growth in the Dhamma. This person will have downfall. He will be declining from Dhamma. He will slowly lose the Dhamma. That we have come to this Dhamma, we have become disciple. But if we do not have these qualities, then we will lose. It will be something like that. Any person, any student, or anyone who got the good numbers in his high school, and then he got the good scholarship also. But once he goes to the campus, and if he does not study, does not live up to that standard of knowledge, what happened? After a year, he loses scholarship. Slowly, he may get out of college also. So whatever the plan he has made to enter this college does not fulfill. In the same way, why we are coming into the Dhamma, if we do not follow this, then we will decline. So these 7 things, Supreme Buddha says, Dutiyaparihāni Sutta, non-decline for lay followers. It is from Anguttara Nikaya 7.29. Supreme Buddha says, Sattime bhikkhave dhamma upasakassa parihanaya sangvattati. Supreme Buddha said, these 7 things leads to the decline of lay followers. If these 7 things are there, then there are chances of this person will decline from the Dhamma. Where he stands now, he won't be there anymore. What 7? Bhikkhu dassanam hapeti. Bhikkhu dassanam hapeti. They miss out the seeing the management. So the person slowly begins to not to go visit monks. Because of that, this person starts to decline from Dhamma. In the Corona period, in the pandemic, what happened? Everyone was still in their monasteries. The monks were in the monasteries. All the people were staying at home. So they had a very less chance to go anywhere. Later on, that in worldwide, we found that after 2 years or after 1 year of period, being apart from our previous activities, what we were doing, now we lose interest in some of them, especially in the religious fact that in the Buddhism, the people who stopped to visiting the monks in the Corona period and they never catch up again after the Corona is finished, their condition now is somewhere different. Yeah, it is difficult for them easily go and have a conversation with. So the first things is visible that we can see. Once we stop to visiting monks, then the person declines from it. It becomes downfall for lay devotee. Second thing Supreme Buddha mentioned, Saddhamma Savanam Pamajjati. Saddhamma Savanam Pamajjati. They neglect listening the true teaching. Neglecting listening to teaching, what does it mean? So, once you lose the interest, once you do not go to visit monks, what happened? Slowly, that what we want to listen, that we forget. And it becomes very difficult for us to listen to Dhamma. And once the listening Dhamma is, if we stop listening Dhamma, then following path becomes very, very hard, very difficult. And that we should remember. Next one, Supreme Buddha says, Adhisilena Sikhati. Adhisilena Sikhati, it means as a follower of Supreme Buddha, once you go refuge to Triple Gem, what happened? You observe 5 precepts. First precept, abstaining from killing beings, abstaining from stealing, abstaining from sexual misconduct, abstaining from telling lies, abstaining from taking intoxicated drinks and drugs. So these things we observe, we follow these precepts. Those are called sila. Okay, these are the sila. Adhisila, it means they don't train in higher ethical conduct. Adhisila is higher ethical conduct. These 5 precepts are ethical conduct that is necessary for us to follow the path. Higher ethical conduct, it means this lay devotee does not have the intention to increase or develop in his virtues. Like every full moon day, or there is no new moon day, or the quarter of a month, this person does not take 8 precepts. He is not interested in that. This person says, okay, I am following 5 precepts, that is enough. But there is no increase. So once the person does not interest to develop or increase in his higher ethical conduct, does not train, develop, then that becomes also decline. As you develop, like monks has these things. Anyone who enters in the Dhamma, anyone who goes forth and becomes the monk, first thing they do, they give him the 5 precepts. Then they gave him 10 precepts, and he wear the robe, he shave his hair, and then he become a monk. Novice monk for 10 precepts. And then these 10 precepts increased slowly. And then higher ordination, 227 precepts are there to follow for monks. What happened if the person does not want to follow this? Then the decline you will find for the monks also, and for the lay devotees also is the same thing. So, Supreme Buddha says, what becomes, uh, what is the reason that this person uh, decline from the path of Dharma? That he doesn't train. This person, they don't train in the higher ethical conduct. Next one, Supreme Buddha says, Appasada bahulo hoti. Appasada bahulo. Appasada bahulo, it means they are very suspicious about monks, about mendicants. Suspicious. So, suspicious in every factor. Like, they are suspicious. Oh, is this the true following that these monks are following or not? Are they virtuous or not? Is their teaching really true Dharma? Or the monks, how they should live the life? Like you will find that in this world now, we can find a lot of variations in the Dharma, lot of variations in monks. Like some monks wear this kind of, we are wearing the robe, some use a different color, and some. So some of the difficulties are for the commoner, that they do not find that where I should follow and what. So they have always these things. Okay, like earlier time, I was talking with one of the guy when I was in Canada. So we had a conversation, and he said, "Okay, Bhante, wherever we find very lean monk, this not healthy, not strong monk, we can say, okay, this monk, he has stopped eating after 12. He will stop taking only one meal. And that's the thing. So, how this person is identifying monk is virtuous? By looking his posture. So, suspicious about that. Others who is little bit healthy, then this person is saying, oh, if they are not. So, being suspicious about man, what they are teaching, how they are living, how they are practicing, how they are speaking. Based on that, this person is judging truth. Buddha said, you cannot judge the person. You cannot identify someone's virtue by looking at them. It is impossible. Without association, it is very difficult to identify someone's strength, someone's virtue, someone's confidence, someone's capacity to bear the world. Those things only and only can be found when you spend a longer time with them. So being suspicious about monks, like in this time of prayer, a lot of Indian people were thinking, oh, the monks who talk about heavenly world and those, they are the different sector from the Hinduism also. Because the people doesn't know the proper, or doesn't know the true Dharma. And because of that, this kind of thinking, this kind of process is there. So, because of that, they become suspicious. So once you become suspicious to the monks, what will happen? You won't trust what they are talking. You won't trust what they are teaching. There will be doubts. Once the doubt is there, we cannot fulfill, we cannot follow this path. And because of this, Supreme Buddha says, these things leads to decline from the fall. Next one, Bhikkhusu, Theresu, Cheva, Navesu cha, Majjimesu cha, Uparabhachitto, Dhammam, Sunati, Ranta, Gavesi. What it means? That Uparamba Dhammam Sunati Randa Gavesi. Uparamba, it means find faults. They are always finding faults, fault finding in mind. So whenever they listen Dhamma, whenever they listen the teachings with a fault finding mind, So once the person goes and sit down, what is in his mind? Okay, what the bhikkhus are talking, something there must be wrong, and I will find it and I will argue about it. So they are not listening Dhamma to understand, but they are listening Dhamma to find a topic for argument. And that is called Uparamba Chitto Dhammam Sunati Randagavisi. The next one says, Ito Bahida Dakhineya Gavesati. Supreme Buddha says, they seek outside of Buddhist community for this, those worthy of religious donation. Supreme Buddha says that in the Buddhism it is mentioned about who are worthy of offering. And knowing that, but someone looks different or in their religious patterns, what do? They find something, okay, I am giving food always to the monks and they are very good looking, healthy and everything. So I should find someone who is truly needed. Needing is a different thing. But if you want to accumulate majority of a good karma, then you should find the proper place. You should find like someone is farming somewhere. Okay, and the farm, it is good farming is there. You can have the good things, but you think, oh, always I'm farming in this land, but the next land where is a lot of rocks are there, a lot of things, no one has farmed that, no one has done anything. I will do there. It is very plain, everything is there, I will do there. And if this person tries to do that, what happens? First, he will suffer a lot. Then the result would be there because there are a lot of wrongs, there are a lot of difficulties you find, and the fruit will not, the outcome will not that what you imagine, what you have in previous. The same thing this person do. He knows that in Buddhism this is there, but still he finds out, I want to do something else. Someone is there which is very needed. I will do these things, or I will try to find out, okay, in my religion it mentioned giving there, it is beneficial. So this person tries to do that. He always trying to find out, okay, where I can give something else. And then last one says, Tatthacha Pubbakaram Karoti. Tatthacha Pubbakaram Karoti. It means this person, they serve them first. In Buddhism, one of the things is mentioned, it's called Kaladana. Kaladana, it means the appropriate, the timely offering. Timely offering. So, in the timely offering, there's the last one, it says, the first fruit from your grain, or first fruit, whatever you earn, whatever you create, you should offer to the noble ones. Okay? And then what he says, they serve them first. It means this person is finding out outside of Buddhism and then he goes and offers them first. There was one incident in Buddha's time. One Brahmin, he invites 4 monks in his house, so the Sangha will be completed. He was very newly one. He just heard that, oh, Supreme Buddha disciples are there, and we should offer food, we should offer donation to them. And because he thought that, and he went in the monastery before day, and then he told the monk that I want 4 monks in my home to, I want to give the offering. So this person who is assigned to send the monks to the different home, he forgot this person's name, and all the senior monks, all the monks who look senior also, they have already went to the different houses and families. This Brahmin came and he said, Bande, I asked 4 months. Where are my 4? So he said, oh, okay, wait, I will find out and I will give it to you. So those 4 very young monks, very young, like 7 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old monks, they were still in the monastery. So what he did, he sent these 4 monks to this Brahmin's home. And when he saw that, oh, these monks are very young, he thought, oh, all my food will be wasted. I won't get the good karma. So what he did, to find someone senior, he went to another Brahmin who is little bit old, and he find out that, and he bring this old person to his home, another Brahmin, another chanting person or ascetic, and he gave the asana to them. Later on, the Sariputta Bhante find out that, okay, this Brahmin does not have only 4 noise monkeys went. So Sariputta Bhante also went to this man's house, and he saw from outside. And he find out these 4 monks are sitting there, and Sariputta Bhante returns from that place. Why is that? Because Sariputta Bhante saw these 4 novice monks, they look novice monk, they were 4 enlightened monks. This person doesn't know. What he was looking, this person is very young. They are not worthy. But Sariputta Bhante saw they are worthy to accept all the offerings. But this Brahmin doesn't have that. What he did, he asked another Brahmin to come and eat. So first serving he gave to that Brahmin, and then he offered to the enlightened monks. This is habit. This person can never gain the confidence beyond what he has done. Why? Because he does not have trust in Dhamma. Appearance doesn't matter. What matters? What in the heart? That's it. This thing Supreme Buddha says, Imeko bhikkhave satta dhamma upasakasa parihanaya samvadati. Supreme Buddha says, these 7 things lead to decline of the lay follower. These are 7 things. Okay? So, if we have these 7 things, so what stage we are today, the slightest confidence what we have toward Buddha, that also will be loosened. We won't stay in that same confidence. If we have a lot of confidence on the Supreme Buddha, on Dhamma, and the Bhikkhu Sangha also, but if we practice these 7 things, what we talk now, that we find out faults in the listening, we judge the monk about their seniority, we try to give the donation to outside of Dhamma, to finding the more beneficial, or we do not associate monks, do not listen Dhamma, or we do not have the confidence. So these 7 things, if there are, then it becomes difficult for us to stay in the same place. We will never find the progress. Next, Supreme Buddha says, these 7 things don't lead to decline of lay follower. So, opposite of that, first Supreme Buddha says the decline of the Dhamma, decline of the lay follower. Now, Supreme Buddha is saying how this lay follower does not get declined, how he stays in the same place or develop from there. There are another sutta same after this sutta also says failures. This how this lay devotees fail in the Dhamma. That also, and downfall also. Okay, Parabhava Sutta. So this all the suttas are same nothing, but we have to look at what the Supreme Buddha says. Katame Satta, and what 7? Aparihāni. Bhikkhu dasanam nahapeti. This person, they don't miss out on seeing the magic. They don't miss out. It means whenever they find a time, like there is a seal day in the monastery, there is a Dhamma talk in the monastery, there are certain activities going on in the monastery. So whenever there is a time, whenever the calendar is there, or when your offering is there, the food offering times or different things is there, this person, what he do, he is become very enthusiastic. Oh, today I will go to the monastery and I will visit the monks. Doesn't have to talk with them individually. Just looking at them will give the boost in our life. If these monks, they leave the home, they become homeless and follows the path of enlightenment, it is the proof that Dhamma practice still exists, Dhamma is still alive. And if they can follow, I can follow. This become encouragement for us, looking at the monks. Monks are also, when we visit monasteries, when we go to the old, there where a lot of monks, we become very happy, very happy. Why? Because we are not alone to practice. There are a lot of monks that are following the same path. So this person does not miss out. He never lose the chance. Never make excuses to going to the monasteries. Oh, I have a lot of work. I am a little bit sick, or I'm going for camping. There is a long weekend. Family issues. Doesn't matter much. Doesn't matter. When there is a time, like weekly or every 15 days or monthly, if you have make the habit, do not let this habit lose. Okay, always try to fulfill that. Once a month, I will go to the monastery. Minimum once a month, I will go and I will sit down in front of monk. I will worship and I will come back. The benefits will come in your life. So the first thing, they don't miss out on seeing the enlightenment. It's the first benefit you will have. This is the first things you have to do. If this first thing is there, slowly, increasement you will find in life. There is no downfall. There is no decline. Only development. Only increasement. Only stability you will find in your Dhamma life. Next one, Supreme Buddha says, Saddhamma savanam nappa majjati. Nappa majjati, it means pamada, without pamada. Neglect or negligence. So there is no negligence in listening Dhamma. So this person doesn't neglect to listening the true teaching of Supreme Buddha. As now what we are learning, word by word, that Supreme Buddha says, Supreme Buddha mentioned in Dhamma, and we are listening, reading or just listening translation. So they don't neglect listening the true Dhamma. Some of the time that we have learned this sutta, and again the thought comes to our mind, oh, I have already previously learned this sutta. So it doesn't mean I shouldn't listen it anymore. Such a thing can come into the mind. But listening Dhamma is always happening. There are a lot of benefits of it. So we should find out. You know? Then Adisile Sikhati. Adisile Sikhati, it means train in higher ethical conduct. Higher ethical conduct has the 5 precepts what we mentioned. He's protecting them. This person, this follower is protecting them, these 5 precepts. But whenever the full moon day comes, he increased those precepts for observing 3 more precepts, opposed to the precepts what we call. And what are those? In that day, he decides, I will live my life as the monks they live, as the enlightened being has lived in this life. So today, for this full moon day or for this seal day, I will observe abstaining from taking food in proper time. Means after noon, I will not eat anything. That presents. Today, I will not beautify myself. I will not enjoy the music, videos, or anything. I will live a simple life. I will live a very simple life, that I can not look outside but look inside. I can practice Dhamma within. So that is higher essence. Then I will not utilize today the very comfortable, very higher end seats and beds and cushion. For what? So I can live the life as monks has lived in simplicity. So those are all higher precepts. Then 10 precepts you can follow that too. Or couple of precepts. For today, I will practice this abstaining from lying. So I will practice that abstaining from telling this divisive speech of this divisive speech. Then I will abstain from idle chatter. I will abstain from harsh words. So in this way, this person can follow the different precepts also. Those are called higher ethical conduct. Adhisila. Adhisile samad. So Adhisila is practicing. Adhisila sikkati. Next one goes Pasad bahulo hoti, confident in monks. So whenever he goes, whenever he approaches monks, he has pasad bahulo. He has a lot of confidence, lot of faith, lot of saddha in them. So they will go, they worship nicely. They will talk with Bantes, oh Bante, how are you? Everything is there, or if you need anything. This kind of way. Looking at them, they will think of positivity in the monks. So, Pasada Bahulo, every time they see the monks, they increase their confidence. They will develop their saddha. Every time they listen Dhamma, they will develop their saddha in Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. That is called Pasada Bahulo. Then, next one it says, Bhikkhusu, Theresu, Cheva, Navesu, Cha, Majjimesu, Cha, Anuparamba Chitto, Dhammam Sunati, Naranda Gavesi. Supreme Buddha say that what the monks has, the senior monk or younger monk or in novice monk, whatever the stage of that they are in the monks, when they speak Dhamma, when they talk Dhamma, they won't listen Dhamma from them to find the fault, but to listen, to develop the confidence. They will listen Dhamma to develop confidence. They will not try to find the fault. Or they will not judge, okay, this senior monk has told this. This younger monk is explaining in this way. Or this is the fault. The words has changed. Like I am telling the explanation in different, maybe in book, the word by word may be different. So the meaning is same, but how the translator has written, it may be changed. So if someone try to find out their fault in these things also, then he will lose the chance to understand the meaning, and this person will just engage in trying to find out the mistakes. This person who develops in Dhamma, who does not have the decline, doesn't lead to a decline, that factor says never try to find the fault in listening. Never try to find the reasons to argue. That is there. So he listened Dhamma very compassionately, very kindly, to learn the meaning, learn the depth of Dhamma. And by doing that, he keeps his stage still. There is an increasement. There is no declinement in the Dhamma. Next one it says, Ito na ito bahida dakhineyam gavesiti. Don't seek outside of the Buddhist community for those worthy of religious donations. So this person does not always try to find out where I should go. And idacha pubbakara karoti. This person does not serve them first, but he serves first to the Buddhist community, to the Buddhist monks. Always first. Aggadakhineyo Tathagata. Supreme Buddha is Aggadakkhine. Dhamma is Aggadakkhine. Sangha also is Aggadakkhine. There is a Aggapasada Sutta. In Aggapasada Sutta, Supreme Buddha mentioned these things. The Buddha is, whoever places the confidence in Buddha, he is placing confidence to the Agga, the first, or the worthy person to develop the confidence on. Whatever you offer to the Supreme Buddha, it will the first offering to him, the great offering. Sangha, or the Supreme Buddha mentioned, whoever develop confidence in Sangha, they are developing confidence in the special, the good place. Their confidence they have placed on the Agga, the first place they have placed the confidence. That is it. So, whoever offer to the first time to them, they are gaining the first result. The higher result will be there. So, Supreme Buddha says, these 7 things don't lead to decline of the lay follower. So, look at these 7 things. If you find these 7 things in your life, one by one, then you will find how you have begun your journey of the Dhamma, you are still continuing in that. But if you feel something that there are a little bit difference, I am not following the problem, then you will find your alteration of your mind. You won't find that enthusiasm in you to go and meet the monks, to listen or to practice these things. You will find it, okay, I went to refuge, I want to become a Buddhist. But yes, that is enough for me. I don't want increase. It cannot. If these 7 things are not there. So, if one of these things is there, you will find others will also follow with that. You will develop others too. But one of slowly, you must need the positiveness. So if it is there, then there is development, there is increasement, there is no decline, there is no downfall. So these are 7 things of privilege. So remember that idang vatvan sugato athaparang etadavoja sarva. This is what the Buddha said. Then the Holy One, the teacher, went on to say this.
A lay follower misses out on seeing those who are evolved and listening to the teachings of the Noble One. They don't train in higher ethical conduct. And their suspicion about mendicants just grows and grows. They want to listen to the true teaching with a fault-finding mind. They seek outside the Buddhist community for someone else worthy of religious donations, and that lay follower serves them first. These 7 principles leading to decline have been well taught. A lay follower who practices them falls away from the true teaching. A lay follower doesn't miss out on seeing those who are evolved and listening to the teachings of the Noble One. They train in higher ethical conduct, and their confidence in mendicants just grows and grows. They want to listen to the true teaching without a fault-finding mind. They don't seek outside the Buddhist community for someone else worthy of religious donations, and that lay follower serves the Buddhist community first. These 7 principles that prevent decline have been well taught. A lay follower who practices them doesn't fall away from the true teaching.
These verses are beautiful. If you find time, so read it in the Pali also, okay? And read it in the English also. There is an entire meaning is there. You know? Like simply Supreme Buddha said toward monks, So who has evolved? Evolved from what? evolve from this worldly things. So when someone goes and listen, when someone goes associate, practice, listen Dhamma, then develop confidence, does not try to find the faults in them, does not try to find the faults in Dhamma teaching, then this person does not does not find someone to offer the religious donation outside of this community and does not offer them first. It means this person it doesn't go decline. There is increasement you can find out. There is development in Dhamma. So remember these 7 things. These are very important. Dhamma is for investigation also. Always remember that. So investigating yourself. We read from the suttas, we learn from the monks, we discuss the Dhamma, but there are some things that we should investigate in within ourselves. So try to find out which 7 of them this you don't possess, which 7 of this you possess, and you will find out from that moment that there is increasement or there is a declinement in your life. So if you have these 7 factors which lead toward non-decline of the lay follower, that means you are on the development of path of Dhamma. Slowly, you will be able to fulfill. You will be able to complete the path of this and that. So this beautiful sutta of non-decline for the upasaka, or the failure for the lay upasaka, or downfall for the lay follower. All these 3 sutta have the same just words actually. So remember this sutta. Try to read it again and practice these things in your life. So this sutta will be helpful for all of you to develop confidence on Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and you may realize the 4 noble truths in this Gautam Buddha dispensation. Sadhu.